say true terror no longer knocks on your door. It buzzes in your hand. Tonight, her phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Notification after notification. Each one from an unknown number. Then, silence. Until the last message appeared. Thank you for seeing me. That night, the city sky was gray. A light drizzle fell outside the window of a small apartment on the 8th floor. Inside the room, only the glow of a phone screen reflected on the face of a young woman named Emily. She sat on the edge of her bed, scrolling endlessly through her phone. It was already 2:12 a.m. yet sleep wouldn't come. Her feed was full of the usual things: cat videos, short news clips, and photos of people who looked happy. But that night, in the stillness, something felt different. Her phone suddenly buzzed. Ting! A notification popped up on the screen. Miriam, a new photo has been added to your gallery. Emily frowned. She didn't remember ever installing an app with that name. Its logo was strange, just an eye icon with a faint, glass-like reflection. With a mix of curiosity and unease, Emily tapped the notification. The screen opened. A single photo appeared, a picture of herself, asleep, in the same position, wearing the same pajamas, under the same sheets as that very night. But, the photo had been taken just seconds ago. Emily froze. She looked around her room, empty. Only the faint sound of rain echoed outside. She checked the door locked. The window tightly shut. Then where did that photo come from? She pressed delete photo, then went into her settings to uninstall Miriam. But strangely, the app didn't appear in the list, as if it had never existed on her phone. She turned off the screen, trying to calm herself. Maybe just a weird glitch, she whispered. But only a few minutes later, her phone buzzed again. Ting! This time, it was from her default gallery. A new photo appeared. Still her, still on the bed. But this time, the bedroom door behind her was slightly open. Emily swallowed hard. She looked at her bedroom door tightly closed. She stepped closer, slowly reaching for the handle to make sure it was locked. But the moment her fingers touched the cold metal, her phone buzzed again. Ting! A third notification appeared. You're not alone, Emily. Her heart pounded fast. She turned on every light in the room and checked every corner. No one was there. No signs of the door opening, no open windows, no footsteps. But the air in the room changed. It felt heavier. As if someone was watching her from the shadows. Emily placed her phone on the table. She went to the kitchen, poured herself a glass of water, trying to calm down. But when she returned to her room, the phone screen was already glowing by itself. Another photo. This time, it showed her standing in the kitchen, holding a glass of water. The angle looked like it was taken from a security camera. But she didn't have any CCTV at home. Her fear turned into panic. Emily shut all the curtains, unplugged the Wi-Fi, even covered her phone's front camera with tape. She thought maybe it was a hacker, a prank, or someone breaking in through the network. She tried to power off her phone, but the screen wouldn't respond. It flickered and suddenly, a text appeared. I like watching you like this. The message didn't come from any number. No sender. It just appeared. Emily dropped her phone to the floor. Her breathing quickened. She ran to the bathroom, staring into the mirror with a pale face. Calm down, it's just a glitch, just a bug, she whispered. But as she bent down to wash her face, the water in the sink began to ripple. And in the mirror's reflection, someone was standing behind her. She turned around quickly. Empty. No one was there. But the mirror had a small crack in the corner. And through that crack, her own reflection blinked differently. As if it was alive. Her phone buzzed again, the notification sound now whispered. She picked it up with trembling hands. A video started playing automatically, showing her standing in front of the mirror, in the same position as now. But in the video, her reflection was smiling. That night, Emily didn't sleep. She waited for morning with the lights on. But every time she glanced at her phone, the screen repeated the same messages. Look closer. Don't blink. I'm here. The next day, Emily went to a phone repair shop. The technician checked her apps but found nothing. No data, no history, no photos. As if none of it had ever existed. She even bought a new phone. But the next night, when she turned it on for the first time, the first notification said, "Welcome back, Emily." From that moment, strange things began happening more often. The lights flickered whenever she held her phone. Her reflection on the screen sometimes moved slower than her real body. And every time she looked into a mirror, she felt another pair of eyes staring back. One night, her co-worker Maya came to visit. Emily looked pale, her eyes swollen. Are you sick? You look like you haven't slept in days." Emily just stared blankly. "There's something in my phone, May. Something that keeps following me." Maya laughed softly, thinking it was a joke. But when she looked at Emily's phone, her smile vanished. A notification appeared from an unknown app. New user detected, Maya. That night, Maya refused to take her phone home. But the next morning, when she turned on her own device, the Mirrorm logo appeared uninvited. Meanwhile, Emily began losing her sanity. She stopped going to work, isolated herself in the apartment, and wrote on the walls with a black marker, "Don't look in the mirror. Don't open notifications. Don't trust your reflection." Sometimes, her neighbors heard voices from her room, two people talking, even though Emily lived alone. A few days later, the police found the apartment empty. No signs of struggle. No body. No blood. Only a phone left on the table, still lit with one new notification, "Photo uploaded successfully." The forensic team opened the phone's gallery. There was only one final photo, a woman sitting on a chair, looking at the camera with a faint smile, but in the screen's reflection, her face was different, black, hollow eyes, expressionless, staring straight at them. And right at that moment, the phone began to vibrate on its own. Ting! A new message appeared, "You're next." Then the lights went out. The notification sound echoed one last time, slowly turning into a whisper, "Thank you for seeing me."